Everybody knows the best burritos are made in California. I'm a registered dietitian. Let's make a surf and turf California burrito. Read the caption to see how I marinate my meat. For the shrimp, white pepper, Korean chili powder, liquid aminos, and tomb garlic dip. Before we do any cooking, we're going to want to get the veggies ready, and this is going to be for our guac and for our fajitas. For the jalapenos, I'm leaving half of them with seeds on. For the bell peppers, I'm cutting them into strips. For the onion, half for strips, half for dice. Diced cherry tomatoes for extra flavor, and then some cilantro, of course. Cilantro stems have so much flavor, make sure you use them. Now the hardest part is done. Preheat your pan. I'm using cast iron skillet, and while that's heating, we're gonna get the fries ready for the air fryer. Feel free to use fresh potatoes, but I really like these. Add some salt, and since we're cooking on high heat, we're gonna use avocado oil. The pan should be heated, so add in the veggies. Once they look like this, move them to one side, and then we're gonna add our marinated carnes. While that's cooking, we're gonna throw the remaining veggies in a bowl, and this is gonna be for our guac. We're gonna scoop up some avocados, as many as you want. Keep an avocado seed in there so it stays a little fresh, and we're gonna squeeze in some lime juice and some salt. Feel free to use pre-made guac, but this tastes way better. And now we're just gonna mash it up till it's the consistency we want. Set that aside, and now it's time to flip our meat. Once both sides are charred, we're gonna transfer this to a cutting board, and then we're just gonna chop it into bite-sized pieces. Make sure you're cutting against the grain to make the food more tender and easier to chew. Set this aside, and then we're gonna cook our shrimp. We're gonna char both sides of these and then put the veggies on top so it helps speed up the cooking process. Put your tortilla on a pan. This one's 12 inches, the bigger the better. While the tortilla is heating, we're gonna add our steak on top of the shrimp and veggies, and we're gonna add the marinade as well as some lime juice and give that a toss. There it is. It should be done in like a minute. Now it's time to check on the fries in the air fryer. Look how crispy they look. Salt if you wish, and then grab your tortilla and let's assemble our burrito. Guac first, fries next, carne asada, shrimp, and fajitas. We're gonna use freshly grated cheese because it tastes better. I'm using cheddar. Instead of sour cream, we're gonna use Greek yogurt. It tastes the same, but it has more protein. And now it's time to test your burrito rolling skills. So you're gonna kind of want to shift all the ingredients to one side, and then make sure you have a firm grip on everything, and just start slowly rolling it up and folding the creases on the edges, and keep everything tight. And if you can look at this, just start rolling it up at the end. It does take some practice, but once you learn, then it just becomes easier from there. So let me know how you do with your burrito rolling skills, and this is what it should look like, nice and tightly packed. Okay, so now we have one more step, and that's putting the burrito on the grill just to make sure all the flavors blend together. We're gonna do this to both sides and make sure to press it down. Now that this bad boy's finished, it's time to cut it up in the middle, and that's how you make a healthier California surf and turf burrito. As a registered dietitian, I like to show you how healthy eating can be fun and enjoyable without sacrificing taste. With this burrito, I use heart healthier oils, Greek yogurt for more protein, and fresh ingredients for flavor, so you don't need that extra sodium. Now let's give this burrito a taste. Of course, it needs fresh salsa. So good. There is our California surf and turf burrito. Let me know if you give this a try. See ya.